Today we are reviewing the Vibe 100 Anti-Theft. Is it hip or waist pack?
Hip pack.
Hip pack. But I like to wear it over my chest as like kind of like a crossbody, like a higher crossbody. That's just a style I prefer. Crystal actually prefers it.
I like the hip. I actually like it. I like to put it in the back.
Yeah, like a cool fanny pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we're gonna go over the features, how to use the locking mechanisms, because that is a little bit tricky. We actually took about 5-10 minutes for us to figure it out. It's funny because like I'll try and like, oh, I can't figure it out. And then Crystal will try it, and then I figured it out.
Yeah, Candy usually figures it out. I feel like I get a little bit frustrated and then I kind of give up easily.
But you know, if you actually read the name of the locking mechanism, that's what kind of helps me figure out how to do it, like the PopNLock, the Roobar. You kind of like think about the name of the feature, then it kind of helps you kind of figure out how to do it. That's kind of how I figure it out. I sound really smart, but I'm not. So you want to go over it first? Like one of the first features?
So we're going to start off with the locking system they have on this bag. It's the Roobar Sport Locking System. They have several Roobar systems that are anti-theft, safe bags. They have a Roobar system as well, but it's a little bit different. This one is called a Sport Locking System. So it's really cool, actually. It's very clever. It took us, like Candy said, 5 minutes for us to figure this out. And how it works is there's a tab here at the bottom. So you push that in, and then you slide this down. And then the zippers come out because there's 2 sets of zipper tabs. There's one for the bottom part and there's one for the top part. And then you could, oh, and also the top part has a clasp here, so you kind of like attach these 2 zippers together and put it back in, and that's how you use this system.
It sounds really complicated, which it should be, so the thefts don't get to it. But once you figure it out, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it is.
It might take a little bit, but once you got it down, you feel like a pro. Like, I got this down. Those thefts can't get it.
We'll start with the front pouch, and in here you can fit in little things like a pen, chapstick, headphones. And also a feature that we really like is this internal attachment.
Yeah.
So you can put your keys in here. And this is here to make it easy for you to find your keys.
So you're not shuffling through your bag for your keys. And I know some people, they put like huge like keychains so they can easily find their keys. And you know what? I'm not a fan of that because it takes up so much room in my bag. I'd rather have an internal attachment than put like a ridiculous keychain on my keys.
Or something that rings a lot, but it's like you don't want it to ring all the time while you have the bag on. So, you know, this is always a great feature to have. I also like that the inside is gray and it has kind of like this cool map.
Yeah, it looks like a map to me.
Design. Yeah. So it's easy to find things in here too because of light color, you know?
Yeah, you know, like the bags that are like all black inside, it's so hard to find things when everything's all black. So anything that has some contrast with the belongings inside is great.
The top part, to open this is the main pouch, compartment. This could fit a lot too. So I have my wallet in here. I have my sunglasses case. I always have a selfie stick.
She likes to show this off because I have like a long one that doesn't really get really compact.
Yeah.
And every time she uses this, I'm like,
no, this is great because it works for your iPhone, your camera, and then you can, you know, go sideways, vertical. It also works with a tripod. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it because it's about Pacsafe, but you know, I'll link it below if you're interested. I don't remember how much it was.
I think I'm gonna buy it. But if it's inside here.
This is super handy. Like I've used it in so many situations on all my travels. So yeah, this is a good thing to have. Anyway, moving on. This also has a sleeved pouch.
Yeah, it's a tablet sleeve. So the max tablet for this is 7 inches, which we have a 10-inch iPad and we tried to put it in here. Does not fit. So yeah, max is 7-inch. We don't even know, like, we've never seen a 7-inch tablet.
We've never had a 7-inch tablet. We've researched it. There's like a Samsung, I guess, 7-inch tablet that's out there. But you know, you can put your, I have a 11 or iPhone 11 Pro that I could fit, you know, really easily.
Yeah, the main point is that it's padded, so anything you want, like extra protection, it's there. Like so
I have this Sony RX100 camera, so if you have a compact camera, this could be like a good use of the sleeve, and it fits in nicely.
Yeah.
On the other side, there is a RFID-safe pouch for a little, it comes with Velcro, so it's a compartment where you can put your IDs, passports, badges,
credit
cards, and it's there to protect you from thieves that will steal your information. So RFID actually means radio frequency identification. And so these thieves have these devices that could pick up your information wirelessly. So it just, with a frequency. And so with the frequency, they just like get your information with credit cards and badges, passports.
Yeah. And surprisingly, this device is pretty cheap. Like I researched it before. I'm like, wow, no wonder why it's pretty like popular. Because if you're a thief, you can buy this device pretty easily and for pretty cheap. So
yeah, I've heard that in the U.S. it doesn't happen too often.
Yeah.
But if you go to places like Europe or anywhere outside of the U.S., it does hapen more often than the States.
It's never happened to us personally, but I do have a couple of friends where it has happened to them, and both, I want to say, I think one case it was my friend's boyfriend. He had his wallet. Because a lot of men just carry like their wallet in their pockets, and I think they were in Mexico, but he got his scanned, and sure enough, like there's a bunch of charges on there, and the only thing they could think of was that it was scammed because he didn't lose his credit card. And it happened, and all the charges were in Mexico. So I'll note that it's not as common as pickpocketing. So having these other features, I think for me, I like having, you know, these features, and having the RFID is like an extra layer of security that these bags provide.
And that's about it for the inside of here. But yeah, you can fit in quite a few things. And I've used it on my dog walks, and it's great. I put it, like Candy said, I put it on my hip, and I walk just fine with it.
Yeah, I like to wear it over like my chest like this. That's just kind of like the style I like. And also, if you're the type that's like super worried about, if you've ever been a victim of pickpocketing, which I have, I've been a victim of it. I've had my iPhone stolen in Hong Kong before. And ever since then, I've been so scared of, you know, my things being stolen. And that's why I'm also a huge fan of Pacsafe, because when I have this product, I feel like, no one's gonna get to me. So, but I like to wear like this. This is style like. I have like noticed that like, I know sometimes if you wear it for a long time, people feel like you're gonna start sweating a lot, but it's pretty breathable. And it's really nicely padded too. So it's not uncomfortable at all. So the strap is a Carrysafe Slashguard. So if any theft wants to go through great lengths to like slash, and not even great lengths, I heard it's pretty common, where they're gonna like slash the straps. It is built in with stainless steel, what is it? Like stainless steel cables, sorry. So basically just keep them up. Just know that they won't be able to slash this. It is very, very durable. And so is the fabric. The fabric is made with the same durability. So you will be safe with this, because no matter if they get frustrated and they can't go through the, pickpocketing with this, the next option might be to try to slash it, and that won't work either. So you are in good hands with this bag. I don't think Crystal mentioned the PopNLock here. So the PopNLock, this is great to use. Say, for instance, you want to take off your bag and you're sitting at a restaurant or a cafe or wherever you are, and you want to lock the bag onto a chair or something where it can't be pulled. So what you do is you can unhook this strap, and it took us a little bit to figure this out, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. So there's like these little images here, icons, where it'll tell you to lock and unlock. So I'm gonna unlock it, and you push it down, and then you slide it out. So that is how you use that.
It's not a typical way of unlocking things, and that's where Pacsafe is excellent at. They come up with ways to make it more difficult to unlock or unzip certain,
If
your bags.
Yeah. So you unlock it and you can hook it around to your chair or your table. And that way you can kind of enjoy what you're doing and keep your eyes off your bag. And if someone happens to come along and want to snatch it, actually I've heard a lot where like, if you're on a bicycle or something. So I think if I didn't want to wear this on a bicycle or a motorbike, somehow you can attach it to your bike or something. That might be an excellent way to like keep it safe. But great feature. And right above it is this little hook here. And I like to hang my bags. I'm big on like organizing. So it's hard to hang it up like this on a hook. But having this extra little hook or this piece of fabric right here and being able to hang it up, I really like this feature. I mean, you can use it for other things. Actually, when Crystal was taking Coom out for a walk, she attached her little poop bag thing here. So yeah, many uses for this. Yeah. So one thing we get asked often is, what is the strap length? So this is a unisex bag. So the length of the strap is made to accommodate both men and women. And at the smallest length, we're gonna measure it right here. Let's see. 15 inches. And then you wanna add a little bit because of this part right here. So 16, 17 inches is the smallest. And then if we expand it all the way, it looks like 20 and a half plus, so 27 plus, it's extra here. So
27 and 29 inches.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a pretty wide range. We actually, if we do it on the smallest, it's too small, and we're between sizes 2 and 4 on our waist. Is that right? Because I'm a 25, 26.
I'm usually like 6 to 8.
Yeah.
So.
And also if you do it on the smallest strap, there's like a little bit of strap length left, which I think is too small. You have to be very, very petite. Probably like extra, extra small if you're one of the smallest. So it accommodates a lot of sizes. Yeah.
Well, we hope this review helped you out in deciding if you wanted to get this bag or not. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to watch more of our videos, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.
Bye.